This young girl thought she found the perfect mother in Brookhaven. She packed her bags and unlocked her front door in the middle of the night to meet her. Today, you'll see how a virtual adoption almost ended in reality. Brookhaven is the most popular role-playing game in Roblox history, hosting hundreds of thousands of players daily. It is a digital dollhouse where players can buy luxury homes, drive expensive cars, and even start virtual families. A common practice in this game is adoption, where older players take younger avatars under their wing to play out family scenarios. This is the presentation of Brookhaven, a harmless, creative playground. But the explanation of what happens when the lines between roleplay and reality blur is deeply unsettling. For a young girl named Lily, Brookhaven was an escape. Both of her parents worked long hours, leaving her alone in her room with an iPad for most of the evening. She felt lonely and ignored. One day, a wealthy avatar wearing premium items approached her in the game's town square and asked a simple question. "Do you want to be my daughter?" Lily happily agreed. The avatar, who called herself Mama_Rose, immediately bought Lily the biggest house on the server, dressed her in the most expensive outfits, and spent hours just talking to her in the private game chat. For someone desperate for attention, Mama_Rose wasn't just a player on a screen. She was becoming a real parental figure. The transition from a friendly game to psychological manipulation is a slow, calculated process. Predators do not strike immediately. They build a foundation of absolute trust. Mama_Rose began asking Lily questions about her real life. She learned about Lily's parents' work schedules, their strict rules, and how Lily felt misunderstood. The presentation of this phase was comforting. Mama_Rose acted like a sympathetic listener, but the explanation behind her actions was pure grooming. Mama_Rose started planting toxic seeds in Lily's mind. She would say things like, "Your real parents don't appreciate you. If you were my real daughter, I would buy you whatever you wanted and let you stay up all night." To a young, impressionable player, this sounded like paradise. Lily began to pull away from her actual family, snapping at her mother and locking her bedroom door. She lived entirely for her virtual life in Brookhaven, waiting for Mama_Rose to log online. But I will soon reveal exactly how Mama_Rose planned to pull Lily out of the game and into the physical world. First, she needed to isolate her completely. She convinced Lily to download a secret messaging app on her iPad, bypassing Roblox's chat filters entirely. Now, the predator had direct, unfiltered access to the player's pocket. Once the communication was moved off Roblox, the manipulation escalated violently. The fact of the matter is that cyber predators use digital isolation to create a false sense of dependency. Mama_Rose told Lily a magnificent lie. She claimed she was extremely wealthy in real life and wanted to officially adopt Lily. She promised a massive bedroom, an infinite supply of Robux, and a life with no rules. She just needed Lily to do exactly what she said. Mama_Rose asked Lily to open the map app on her iPad and share her exact live location, claiming she needed to see how long the drive would take. Lily, completely brainwashed by the promise of a better life, sent her home address without a second thought. The plan was set. Mama_Rose told Lily to wait until her real parents were deeply asleep. She instructed her to pack a small backpack with her favorite clothes, take whatever cash she could find in her mother's purse for snacks, and wait by the front door. At exactly 2 a.m., Mama_Rose would pull up to the corner of her street in a white car. The digital fantasy was over. A real predator was actively driving to her house. At 1:45 a.m., the house was completely silent. Lily crept out of her bedroom, clutching a small pink backpack. She quietly slipped into the kitchen, took $50 from her mother's wallet, and walked to the front door. Her iPad buzzed in her pocket. It was a message from Mama_Rose. "I'm turning onto your street. I'm in the white car. Open the door." Lily's hands trembled as she reached for the heavy deadbolt. She turned it with a loud metallic click and pulled the door open. The cold night air rushed in. She stepped onto the porch and saw the headlights of a white sedan idling near the stop sign. She took a step toward the street. Suddenly, the hallway light flicked on behind her. "Lily, what are you doing?" Her real father, who had woken up to get a glass of water, stood frozen in the hallway, staring at his daughter standing outside with a backpack. Panic struck him instantly. He sprinted to the door, grabbed Lily by the arm, and pulled her violently back inside, slamming the door shut. The moment the door closed, the white sedan's tires screeched against the asphalt, speeding away into the darkness before anyone could catch the license plate. The police were immediately involved, but because the car had no plates and Mama_Rose's digital footprint was heavily encrypted through proxy servers, the predator was never caught. Lily's parents were left horrified, realizing that their daughter was only seconds away from disappearing forever. The iPad was confiscated, and Lily had to undergo months of therapy to understand that the person she loved in Brookhaven was a dangerous stranger. Roleplay games like Brookhaven are incredibly fun, but they are also hunting grounds. Predators use the illusion of a digital family to bypass a young player's natural defenses. Have you ever seen suspicious behavior on roleplay servers, or had someone ask for your personal information? Let me know in the comments below so others can stay safe. If this terrifying true story made you rethink how safe gaming really is, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Protect your family, monitor those chat logs, and I'll see you in the next video.